Happy Thursdays and welcome to a brand new vlog. And look at us, dressed up to the nines, haven't we? New clothes, look. Have a guess where we're going. You'll never guess. Not in a million years. No, we're not going to the manor. It's 8:22 in the morning, so we're not going to the pub. Shall I tell you where we're going? To my dad's funeral. What are you laughing at? She laughs at everything, doesn't she? Yeah, we're going to my dad's funeral. I'll talk about that in a bit. We'll see what today brings. Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell end button.
Well, you may be thinking, what on earth are we dressed like this for if we're going to my dad's funeral? Well, it's what we've been told to do. No black, nothing sombre, just not ripped jeans and all that sort of stuff. So I hope this is what my dad wanted. I will start by saying that. And it's only really close family, which I find a bit odd. So it's only me, my brother, I think Willie, his kids. Emma can't 'cause she's on holiday. And I think that's about it, innit, Lee? Yeah, probably 10 of us. Oh, and Margaret, obviously. So yeah, about 10 of us. And there's no do, no wake, no nothing.
Turn right onto Gayton
That's
Road.
yeah, there's a sat nav. There's going to be something on the 31st of August, which I just find weird. Again, if it's what my dad wanted, then that's fine. So anyway, I don't quite know how I feel all about it all. He died when we was on holiday. When we was at Philbarn Park in the Cotswolds, and I never really mentioned it on there.
Turn right onto Towcester Road.
Towcester Road. Yeah, I didn't really mention it there, but I did take myself off, and I've already said goodbye in my own way. And that's all I'll say for now. I don't quite know how much I'll share in this vlog, but yeah, bit of a strange one. I'll let you know how I feel in a bit. Obviously I'm sad, and he was my dad, even though it sounds now that it wasn't my biological one. I'll go that far and tell you that. And I only found, well, I've told you that already because I've only found that out earlier in the year. So yeah, but he was still my dad, if you get what I mean. So I don't know what to say. Anyway,
Turn right onto
I'll see you in a bit.
Road.
Well, we're back in Northampton now. We're actually at Booker, because Lee's gone in and get some beer and some water. And yeah, that was a bit of a surreal experience. It was a very bizarre service. I'll give you a little bit of history. I've never got on with Margaret. I've never been nasty or anything like that. That's my dad's third wife, by the way. He left my mum for a ginger lesbian. It wasn't you, Ginger Bob, obviously. But that was just bizarre, and she was a proper buttu. And then he left her and went with Margaret. But what Margaret's mistake was with me was that she slagged off my mum. Almost the first kind of get together we had, she started cussing or saying bad things, and I thought, well, I'm not having that. So you can imagine, I'm a bit of a fiery character sometimes. But today, obviously, I thought, I've got to be respectful. And as I said when we was setting off this morning, I hope that's the sort of service my dad wanted, but I can't believe it was. I'll tell you a bit more about that in a minute. But the first thing Margaret said to us when we got into the crematorium was, I don't think you'll be allowed to have the dog in here. Not hello Paul, how are you, or anything like that. No, straight on the attack as far as I can see it. And Lee actually stepped straight in, because I think Lee knows I've on my best behaviour today, and if I did snap I would snap. But Lee just come straight and said, we've checked, it's fine. Said it pretty much like that, and that kind of stopped that conversation. So anyway, the service itself, I didn't understand a word of it. Just have to say it as it is. It was an African vicar, or priest, vicar. And as I say, had a very broad accent, and I just couldn't understand. And with the echo and everything in that place and my tinnitus, it was just a bit bizarre. And all that was there was me, Lee, Hector, my brother, his son and daughter, Margaret, and 3 of her side of the family. So it's a tiny thing. I just don't know what to think about it all. I honestly don't. Obviously my thoughts are actually with my mum. which I guess is a bit bizarre. But yeah, I'd said goodbye already. The only thing that set me off a little bit was when we came out of the creme, and my brother was cuddling his son, and he had a few tears, so that set me off a little bit. I mean, me and my brother aren't particularly close anymore. I mean, you know, we're not estranged or nothing, or whatever it's called, but just not close like we were when we was youngsters. So there you go. That's an update on that. As I said goodbye in my own way already. I believe that as soon as you die, that's it. That's when your soul goes to wherever it's going to go, and that's when I said my goodbyes. Anyway, I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye. Well, after all that morbid nonsense, Lee's got herself a new butt plug. Look. Well, it looks a bit suspicious to me. What's it for then?
It's a yarn holder.
A yarn holder?
Put it on like that.
Mm. Anyway.
That's a bit messy, so I need to tidy it up.
What, your butthole?
No. No.
She's building a blanket. It's nice to see her knitting again, isn't it, everybody?
I normally only knit in the winter.
Oh.
But this is a request.
As Lee's been doing some sewing stuff, I've got something to show you, because she's been helping me today. Jen and Andy, you'll remember this. My little bag that I bought in Bourton on the Water, which I love. But the issue is, I've got a bit too much length for this bag. So, you know, it's got a nice girth on it as well, look. And I didn't really want to shorten it, because, you know, you don't want anything shorter, do you? So, and it kept falling out. Fnar. So I did have it in the bigger flange, and it just kept, you know, it's a little bit too big for the bag. So on the smaller side of it, I don't know whether you can see this, but she's made me a couple of elasticated straps that I can just stick that through there, and at the bottom, if I can find it, and that's now lovely and tight. And I can do me little zip up, and on this bit, again, I don't know whether you can see, I've got another little bit of elastic stuff which I can double loop round. Whoops. And now that little tripod is going nowhere. Fantastic. This is my little gay camera bag. So I'm happy as a pig in shit. I know you all needed to see that. Anyway, I have had a little drink and said goodbye to Dad. And as I don't know whether I've showed you the footage or not from Field Barn Park when I went off on my own. If I haven't, then I did say in that part that I don't want any sympathy, and I don't. You can obviously send condolences, that's fine, but I'm not looking for any sympathy. And if I have published that bit, then I've only published it because I think it might help others in a similar situation to what I find myself in at the moment. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Strange old day. Strange that I didn't feel much today apart from my brother. But as I say, at Field Barn Park, when he actually, you know, I think it was the 7th of July, a Tuesday, when he passed away, my brother phoned me. I knew as soon as he phoned me, because he doesn't phone me, that there's something wrong. And then, yeah, I think that's the time I wanted to say goodbye, that day. And I think that was the right thing. I needed some time to myself. This is difficult. Although this is Carry On Camping with the Vlog Couple. It's also my diary. I'm sorry. My dad died this morning. And I don't know how to feel. This is the first time I've actually felt emotional. I probably shouldn't be doing this on the vlog. But those that have followed and have seen what I've gone through in the last year or so. He is my dad, but I've been told he's not my biological dad. So it's very difficult knowing how to feel. I'm trying to hold it together and I just can't. I know this is Carry On Camping with the Vlog Couple, but it's still my diary. So I have to tell you how I'm feeling. I need to get shit off my chest. I don't want any sympathy, please. No sympathy. Obviously, you can send me condolences. Oh my God, there's a bug on my lens. That cheered me up. I'm not looking for pity. That's not why I do this vlog. But I do wonder how I'm supposed to feel. I'm not sure what I should share here. If you've been watching before, then you understand that about 6 months ago, maybe not even that, I found out that my dad's not my biological dad. Apparently. And that's the hard part. Apparently, there's no DNA, no nothing like that. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel, everyone. It's fucking heartbreaking. But today was probably what I needed to do, was just to have a chilled out day. And it's only now that I'm starting to think about it. What do you do? I mean, bless Lee. When I got the phone call this morning, I saw my brother's name come up on my phone. And I haven't really spoken to my brother since he told my mum not to tell me about Dad not being my dad because I'd call her a whatever. That hurts. But she cried before I did, bless her. I just felt I needed to come out and talk to you. Is that weird? I don't know. I've held it together well today, apart from just now. Lee knows I've come off to have a moment to myself. Whether this gets published or not, I don't bloody well know. I just don't know. It's a bit of a downer, isn't it, everyone? A bit of a downer. But look at this amazing place. That's enough to lift anyone's heart, anyone's soul, anyone's gander. Although I've just got a beetle on my neck. Anyway, I'm going to go back. I'm going to just do a little bit of video around here. And then I'm going to go back. I'm going to have a beer. And you're going to be shocked what I've had today. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Non-beer o'clock with Paula Seward. No. I just don't know what's going on. Honestly, I just don't know. Anyway, I'm being full of shit. I've talked bollocks for enough. I hope you kind of understand that although this is Carry On Camping with a Vlog Couple, I also need to keep it real as my diary. Again, please don't give me sympathy. Of course, you can send your condolences. I don't mind any of that. If you understand how I'm feeling, I'll be quite happy to hear some of that. I'd rather you did it by email rather than the comments on YouTube. And of course, it's just, was it letstalk at thevlogcouple.com. And yeah, if you've gone through a similar sort of thing, I'd like to know how you cope with it. I'm sure it's going to hit me harder in a few days. But right now, I'm not sure what to feel. Fucking hell. It's all too much, I say. All too much. Anyway, on a nice note, it's Lee's turn to cook dinner tonight. So she's going to do pizza on the cob. Although I'm going to have to light it, aren't I? Anyway, have a look at this view. The beautiful British countryside, everybody. What a beautiful place. I do just want to say before I get back to the tent, don't think for 1 minute I've come over here out of the way because of Lee. She's been, as she always is. But sometimes you just have to cope with shit on your own, or at least try and get your head round it on your own. And I know she'll help me. She'll help me. She always does. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Anyway, enough of the morbid nonsense, as I just said. Something else to show you. Bear with me a sec, because this is just ridiculous. Right then, I think I told you the story that we bought some, because I got stung in the mouth, with the can tops you can buy, and we bought some and they didn't fit. So Lee ordered some more from Fleabay, and here it is. So it's this silicone. So you stick it over, I'll make sure it's on the top properly. And this is a load of bollocks as well. Watch the can. See how all compressed? It's like drinking it through a bloody straw. Oh goodness, yeah it is. It's really like drinking it through a straw. So not recommended, but we're doing a Temu order at the moment, and I found some ones. Things when I take this off as well, it's all wet, which ain't great. Seems a waste of beer. But I found some that you put round this can top and then just spin it round when you aren't drinking, spin it back when you are drinking, and that stops the wasps. So I shall do a review on those soon. I'm sure you're all going to look forward to that one. Anyway, that's that for now. We've got leftover kebab for dinner, so we're going to do the kebab in red sauce stuff with loads of chilli and nonsense on an naan bread. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, yeah, I just don't know what's going to happen. Expect the unexpected. Bye. So, I'm not sure I said this already in a previous vlog, but we've booked another little camping trip. Only a local one. So going to go in the teepee. So I think I'm staying for 3 nights with Lee and then a couple of nights extra with myself and the dog. But we've ordered something today. Our fridge, again, watching the Carry On Camping one, and the last one of that, you saw our fridge knackered up and took the battery out on the cash cow. It's obviously some sort of fault, so we can't use that. So I thought, right, should we just get another one like that? And it struggles in the hot weather, those high gear ones. They're all right. I mean, it lasted us 4 or 5 years, so I can't complain. But then, you know, you go down a rabbit hole, don't you? And I've really wanted a compressor fridge for a bit. But they're very expensive, or, you know, 3 or 4 times the cost of a normal camping fridge. But then I found one today, and we've actually bought or ordered a fridge freezer for camping. So a compressor one. It's 47 litres, so it's 2 litres bigger than our other one. It is going to be bigger, so we might be struggling when we come to pack in the car. But we're going to be giving that a test, because I should have it before we go on this little camping trip. So I'm going to bring the big bugger jackery and see how that goes. So it's got a freezer compartment. Well, actually, it's got 2 compartments. You can have one as a freezer and one as a fridge. Both as a freezer, or both of it. Whatever's up your Paul. Both as a fridge. So, won't it be fabulous to have some proper cold beer and perhaps some ice cubes? Because that's the most important thing in life. Is cold beer, cold wine, and perhaps the odd mint choc chip cornetto. Or oldie version, which is actually nicer. Anyway, we're proper. It ain't camping, is it? It's glamping. But I love it. Anyway, that's about that for now. Sorry if I've been repeating myself. Bye. You're a thug, Hector. That's a bit of a roller coaster vlog, isn't it, everyone? That was difficult, editing that part at Philbarn Park, because I didn't know whether to publish it or not, and I feel I had to. Sometimes when you do these kind of vlogs, is therapy the right word? I don't know. But you can put things together and listen to them back, and it helps you understand things. I don't know if that's making sense, but at the funeral today, I didn't feel a lot, and I felt guilty for not feeling a lot. But I think it's not that I didn't feel anything, it's that I'd already felt it, as you've just seen in that footage when we was away. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that doesn't show me as a cold, hard-faced bastard, as it might have sounded a little bit today. And I guess that's about that one. For that one, sorry. I'm going to say, if you enjoyed that one, please like and subscribe. But that's a bit of a weird thing to say in these circumstances, isn't it? But anyway, like and subscribe anyway. Give me some comments if you want. You've heard what I've said in that vlog. I don't do any of these sort of things for attention. Sometimes I just think that, again, during the COVID times when I spoke out, I just feel if I helped one person, or if it connected with one person, it was worth me doing it. And I feel a little bit the same about this particular vlog, because we all handle grief in different ways, I guess. And yeah, now I'm feeling something a little bit more, and maybe I needed to do this video for me to feel that. Anyway, you know I love you. Long time. And I'll see you in the next one. Perhaps be a bit happier next one, eh? Bye.